Okay, this is going to be your 1-minute warm-up Q&A for your mock. Ready? I believe there were 4 places that were welded underneath this car.
Yes, sir.
4 places. These 2, and there were 2 more as I understand it out here.
Right.
Was the pipe broken at any place other than where it was welded?
Do you mean was it ripped or anything of that nature?
Was the pipe itself just broken in half, or was it broken where it was welded?
There was a broken weld on it. I didn't see any other breaks where there weren't any welds.
You said that you had a basic welding knowledge. Basic knowledge of welding?
Yes, sir.
So you are familiar with the term male and female parts?
No, sir.
Have you seen where you slide a piece over it and hold 2 other pieces in place?
Sir?
Have you ever seen welding where you slide a piece over it and hold 2 other pieces in place?
No, sir. Like I said, I'm strictly amateur.
I think you testified that you did see the trailer hitch before the wreck.
No, sir. I did not.
You did not see the trailer hitch before it was wrecked?
No, sir. No, sir.
You only saw it after the wreck?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you don't see the trailer parts of the trailer hitch after the wreck that Mr. Sox testified to?
We brought everything to the...
Okay, and on your 225 Q&A mock, you have Mr. Jones, Jan Ames, Jan D, Ms. Dean, Donna Dean, Jane Ames, and Doug and Ms. Ames. Okay, so this is 225 mock Q&A for 5 minutes. Ready? Mr. Jones, attached to the amended petition is an affidavit. Did you read it?
Yes, sir.
It says here that you're the owner in fee simple. Tell us what fee simple means.
Just owner of the property.
To you, that's what it means?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a mortgage on that property?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign a deed of trust?
Yes, sir.
And what do you think a deed of trust means? Give us your opinion what a deed of trust means.
It's an agreement between the bank and myself.
And what type of agreement?
It's a purchase agreement.
Okay. So in your opinion, a deed of trust is a purchase agreement. Who's purchasing what?
I'm purchasing the property.
So the bank signs the deed of trust giving you the property. Is that correct?
When it's paid off, they will deed it to me. Yes.
So they haven't deeded it yet. So who owns the property?
Well, it depends on how you look at it. I own the property and the bank will tell you I own the property.
No. On the deed, if they're going to deed it to you.
On the deed, I would own the property.
One more time.
On the deed, I would own the property.
But you just said that when the payments are made, the bank will deed it to you.
Correct.
So the deed is not in your name?
Court records, it's in my name.
What records do you have there to submit?
I can do a title search.
So you really don't understand the consequence of those documents?
Well, I understand a little bit about it. I might not know as much. I understand them to mean that.
And to your understanding, that deed of trust gives you title to the property?
No, sir. The deed gives me title to the property.
Okay. But right now you said the bank has the deed?
Sure.
When did Jan Ames move into the property?
I don't know the exact date.
It was long before May 25th, 2011. Isn't that right?
I don't know.
Wasn't it a year or 2 years before that?
No idea.
So basically, who was living on the property on May 25th, 2011?
I don't know.
Was somebody living on the property?
I don't know.
Was somebody living on that property in April of 2011?
I don't know.
Was somebody living on the property in January of 2011?
Oh.
Do you know?
No, sir.
Was somebody living on the property in September 2010? Do you know?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if you want me to say yes or no, or if you want me to elaborate.
Are you willing to state that Jan was not there in 2010?
Am I willing to say?
Did Jan move there in 2009?
I wouldn't think so.
But do you know?
Yes, I think I know.
And you don't think she was there in 2009?
No.
Was she there in January 2010?
I don't know the exact date.
Was she there December of 2009?
I don't know the exact dates.
Do you know when Dee moved in there?
I don't know the exact date.
Have you ever gotten any checks from Dee?
Yes.
Did you get checks at all of all 12?
I don't know.
Did you get checks from Ms. Dean in 2011?
I don't remember.
Did you get checks from Ms. Dean in 2010?
I don't remember.
Now, you've already testified to a lot of these facts, which we have a transcript already, which we'll be taking to court. And if you swore to something then and you're swearing to something different now, we'll ask the court to refer this to the grand jury.
So what's your question?
Is your testimony today different from the testimony you gave under oath in county court at law?
No, sir. I just don't remember exact dates.
So are you saying that all the statements you made here today, the statements under oath, are similar to the statements that you made in the county court at law?
No, sir, I'm not saying that.
So we can compare both transcripts?
You can do whatever you want.
And if there's a difference, you're asking this court to refer the matter to the grand jury? Okay, are you telling this court in number 4, it says, neither I nor my wife have any agreement with Donna Dean. You got checks from Donna Dean 2011, 2012, 2013, 2010 without any agreement whatsoever?
She handed me the checks, yes.
The question is, did you have any type of agreement with her?
No.
What were the checks for?
The checks, I'd go by the home to pick up the checks. She would hand me the check or the check.
And the check was for what?
For Jane Ames payment.
For the rental?
Correct.
Do you have any statements, anything in writing that it says it was for the rental?
What do you mean?
Is there anything in writing?
Yes.
Okay. And it says for rental, and you're saying this under oath?
No, I don't know what the check memo said.
So it could have been. Now, the position of Ms. Dean, that it was for payments to be made, and you're saying that's not true?
That's not true.
And the checks do not say payments?
Recently, she would write that on the checks, She would write on the memo that it was going to the purchase, but the checks were not cashed.
Well, but before that, what was included in that memo?
I don't remember.
And you're telling this court under oath that you never represented to Ms. Dean that you were selling her the property?
Correct.
And you're stating under oath that you never offered to sell the property to Ms. Dean?
I offered to make a deal with her husband or her boyfriend. I don't know their relationship, but yes, that's correct. Doug and I visited, and he asked me to include her name in a lease with options of purchase.
Now, did Ms. Ames sign this document? Who was there?
Doug.
Doug was there when his mother signed this document, this May 25th, 2011 document?
Yes, sir.
And if we ask him, he will say that that was when she signed it. Did she have any other agreement with you before that time?
No, sir. I think he'd deny it.
I'm sorry?
I think he would deny it.
That she had not made a contract to buy the property from you before that?
Yes.
And that's what you're stating under oath?
I'm stating my recollection.